What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just, and it's my first video. Welcome everyone to your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. To start my manga collection off, I decided to go with a series that I already knew and a series that I already watched, so I decided to go with the Death Note box set. Not only that, but I also got the Death Note short stories. The Death Note box set has 12 volumes, which is the complete series. It also comes with the 13th volume, which is a data book that has a whole bunch of different stats and different little extras that is good if you saw the series or if you read the series. I wanted to start with the Death Note box set because I've been watching anime for years. I'm talking about when anime was back on Toonami airing Saturday nights, when it was Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. Man, those were the days. I started getting into manga more recently. I started reading it little by little digitally. But to start off my manga collection, my physical manga collection, I wanted to start with Death Note. From what I've been told by friends, the Death Note ending is actually completely different than it is in the anime. So that's something I really want to look into. And I want to see what other little differences there are between the anime and the manga. So to start my physical collection into reading manga, I decided let's go with this. Here are the volumes of Death Note. So if you don't know, Death Note is about a boy named Light who finds a Death Note on the floor and finds out he can kill anyone if he knows their name and he knows their face. While killing criminals to make the world a better place, the world's greatest detective named L wants to catch Light because it's unclear how he can kill these people. Death Note is a more psychological series because instead of traditional battle shonen, both L and Light are trying to outsmart each other and trying to discover each other's identity. There's a lot of different twists and turns that make this a very interesting series. The 13th volume is a data book that has interesting stuff if you're a fan, like a timeline of what happened, different stats for the characters, and L's true name. Since I've seen the anime, I did read the 13th volume and I really enjoyed it. The box set also includes a pamphlet which contains all the rules of the Death Note. I've also got Death Note short stories which I've read as well, and I also really enjoyed that too. Death Note short stories contains two one-shots that take place after the series ended. The first one shot takes place shortly after the series ends, and that one I wasn't really too much of a fan of because it didn't really add anything new to the series. It was just there. It was as if the author just wrote something to write it, which is weird. I love Oba and Obata Sensei. They are my favorite mangakas of all time. I've read a couple of other their works, so for them to write the first one shot, it was a little off-putting for me. However, the second one shot that came out rather recently, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, was amazing. That one shot basically shows how the Death Note will be used in the modern day, because originally when the series came out, it took place around, I think, 2003 or 2006. So the new MC for the one shot shows what it's like to use the Death Note in 2020 or 2021. Short Stories also contains the Death Note pilot chapter. And that's very interesting to me because I didn't realize mangas actually do pilot chapters. I thought they would just write their first chapter and then edit that. But when you see or when you read the pilot chapter, it's completely different. The MC is not there, the antagonist isn't there. So to see how that pilot chapter grew into a series that everyone knows and loves to this day is very interesting. Seeing how Death Note originally started is amazing, especially if you're a fan of the series. Short Stories is 100% worth getting because not only it comes with the two one-shots, the pilot chapter, it also comes with vignettes of L's life. So basically, if you don't know what that is, it's about 5 to 8 pages, and it has little snippets of L going through everyday life. And if you're a huge fan of the series like I am, seeing how L maneuvers through normal everyday life, that's the best thing. That's probably my favorite thing in short stories besides maybe the pilot chapter or maybe one of the one-shots, because to see how a weird character such as L maneuvers through everyday life it's like 5 to 8 pages. It's honestly not even long. That's just incredibly fun, incredibly interesting. I had a great time just reading that. Short Stories has other things, but those are the 4 main stories that are contained in the book. And definitely, if you're a fan of the series, if let's say you watch the anime or if you read the manga, definitely try and pick up Short Stories because it's so much fun to read. It's it's just a nice, enjoyable time to sit down and read more of your favorite series. So that's the Death Note box set and the Death Note short stories. This is how I started my physical manga collection. And if you enjoyed, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and hitting the bell so you know when I post another video. Manga collecting is a new hobby of mine. There's a lot of series I don't know about. So comment down below, what's your favorite series? What's some manga recommendations you want me to check out? And you know what? Just tell me what you enjoy reading. Maybe I'll check that out. Me personally, I prefer shonen and seinen series, but I do like some shoujo, I do like some slice of life. So just let me know what you think. So that's the video. It's your boy Just. I'm off this.